Real quick before we get started, I want to let y'all know that this is a highlighted version of the original film session. This is about 10 or so plays. If y'all want to see the actual full game breakdown, go over to my Patreon, patreon.com/vochlombardi. You get this full game and you get other full games that I've broken down in the past. All right, appreciate y'all. Listen, man, why, oh, why are there a certain subset of Cowboy fans that want to just push D-Law off a bridge, that want to just get rid of him, that are just constantly counting his pockets? Man, we should just enjoy the fantastic play from the players that we're having, man. You know, you can look up and down and count sacks all day long, but, man, I'm talking about impact plays. How many plays are contributing to the greater product? We're going to talk about a lot of that today. We got some Malik Hooker things. We got another Trey Diggs sighting. We got 10 all together, and, of course, we can't do this without talking about the defensive player of the year, Micah Parsons. But right now we're going to start with D-Law. I thought this play off the rip was super impressive, right? First of all, let's just talk about the formation that we have here. We got Randy Gregory standing. Let me move this forward a little bit. You got Neville Gallimore lined up in a 4-eye, which is interesting and impressive. D-Law is at the 3. Then you got Micah Parsons standing up on the outside. What I find so incredible about this play, this Jordan Lewis play, it was inevitable, right? Let's just go ahead and run it forward. Then we'll come back and we'll talk about it for a little bit. We ain't doing nothing else. Come on in and celebrate. Get you some snacks. Grab your water. We ain't doing nothing. Let's talk about why this play was so impressive, and let me just stop at the cartel view for a second. First of all, we just talked about the characters that we're rushing, and you know, whenever we have 3 or more ends on the field at a time, we refer to that on this channel as end game. So we're definitely doing some of that right now with Neville Gallimore being sort of our anchor guy. Now, what I find most impressive about this play, bro, is that this is the first time I've seen this in Cowboy land in a long time. But look at how many blockers they're dedicating to taking care of 4 rushers, right? Remember the 4 rushers that we counted out. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and the Saquon Barkley New York Giants blockers to try to take care of our 4. What makes this interesting is that D-Law hit Mike Glennon in the mouth anyway, and that ends up being a Jordan Lewis pick. Now, you know, I know a lot of y'all are good at math. Some of y'all are not, but if you just put your thinking caps on and you talk about, well, if we rushing 4, they only have 3 receivers to run versus us. We have 7 defensive cover guys versus their 3 wide receivers. What you think is going to happen? And we're able to get pressure with 4 guys. This is a dope little cheat code that we get to use later on in the playoffs or whatnot, right? And you could say, but Voch, that's just the Giants, they suck. Well, in the chat box, I would urge you all to give me the list of, you know, top tier offenses that have top tier offensive linemen. It ain't many. And if you got a good offensive line, your guard's compromised. One of them 5 positions is whack. And we got enough guys to where we can take advantage of those mismatches. Let's keep talking about it. So let's get back on this D-Law thing, right? We can't simply count sacks and think that that's the total product of, you know, the type of player that he is, right? Let's just take a look at him right here lined up in B-gap. And he's getting some fantastic reps in from B-gap. And you know, he's not as big as he was. He's actually kind of smaller, but, you know, it's all about mismatches, right? You know, sometimes he can go in there and give a power rush. Sometimes he can work from the outside. Other times he could just be quicker than the guard that he's lined up against, you know, inside, which is, you know, which lends to the type of player that he is. He has so much natural strength. The size disadvantage doesn't really matter in this situation. He's so fluid with his hands, and we see him swiping. Look, I always tell these young D linemen, take note, please. Whatever direction you're going, defeat that hand. If I'm going to the left of Will Hernandez, I need to get this left bear paw up off of me so I can be quick to the ball carrier, man. Easy money. Easy money. Let me speed up a little bit, man. We ain't doing nothing else. We ain't doing nothing else. We ain't got to edit this thing. I'm about to go on vacation. But I couldn't leave y'all without, you know what I'm saying, without giving y'all some good film work. We got D-Law on the outside standing up, right? Totally different from the place where he was at first, right? He was just lined up in B-gap. I think the play before that, he was lined up in B-gap also. But he's going to give you impact all over the place. This time, Neville Gallimore is lined up next to him. He's head up over the guard. But this time, we're just going to hold point on this run game, right? We're just going to set the edge nicely. Look at that, man. Who is it? Saquon, Booker? It don't matter. The running back is not going to be able to get outside because D-Law is doing his job. He's holding court outside. And then he has the awareness to go, okay, you're going to end up in B-gap. Let me go in B-gap with your player. Let me just go ahead and stop you right there. Let me go ahead and get you out the club, playboy. Let me go ahead and get you out the club, playboy. You don't need to be in here. Ain't nothing in the club for you. Let's talk about this play. Let's talk about this play, right? We're just talking about Neville Gallimore and what he's going to mean to this defense moving forward, bro. Like, and you know, it's kind of like we were saying earlier, right? You want to be undefeated at all positions on the D line, because if not, you know, you can find places to kind of, you know, take advantage of that. We saw earlier, if you want to slide everything to Micah Parsons, you want to find a way to double team Randy Gregory, then D Law hits you in the mouth. Neville Gallimore damn near runs free with his one-on-one match, man. You know, we're giving you the opportunity to kind of pick your poison, but you still got to get poison at the end. You know what I mean? So is what it is on that. Let's take a look at this play. Neville Gallimore does so much for you. He's lined up head up over the zero, I believe, on this play. Indeed he is. And look at what he's doing, man. Just look at all this damage. Look at all this ruckus. Look at all this great vengeance and furious anger that he's causing inside. Will Hernandez got to be having a rough day, that right guard, because he's had to deal with people quicker than him. And right when he says, you know what, I wish I can battle strong people so I can get into a strong wrestling match, you end up dealing with people stronger than you too, man. Will Hernandez had a bad day, and Neville Gallimore is just... Look, not only is he doing big guy things, but he's doing, you know, strong guy things, and on top of, you know, doing strong guy things, he's doing quick active feet guy things, you know. And sometimes when you're a quick active feet guy, you know, you're in such a rush to penetrate sometimes. Nah, Neville Gallimore, he's penetrating and he's holding point once again. Now Saquon and this guard help run Neville Gallimore over, but this guard is not moving Neville Gallimore, right? Look at there's no movement here. Neville Gallimore is holding point. Now, is this for Micah Parsons to kind of run free down this lane right here? That's probably what that's supposed to be, but he ended up running with the puller. So you got to do what you got to do, man. You gotta just take your L somewhere. You got to take your L somewhere, bro. Like, this defense is so impressive. This defense is so fun to watch, and I'm an offensive guy, man. Y'all know I just don't, you know, I don't like to watch a whole bunch of miscellaneous defensive plays for no reason, man. But not here. What's happening on this play? Then we'll talk about it. What's happening on this play here? We're just showing some more D-line work, right? You know, Tristan Hill and Osa Odigizua couldn't play this week. They were both on the COVID list. But Justin Hamilton, Bohanna, they stepped up and had a fantastic game too, man. They made it to where, you know, the Giants couldn't really get their run game going. If you looked at, you know, some Cowboy fans on different, like, social media machines or whatever, they'll be like, yo, Voch, why are we getting gashed by Saquon Barkley? But if you look at the box score at the end of the game, Saquon didn't do shit. You know, that was just a lot. That was just plenty to do with what we're doing with our D-line schemes and all that. You know, we're just beating people up front. And then when Mike Glennon caught the ball, I mean, when he threw the ball, we caught it. So that is what that is. Why I was just playing my notes. Yo, peep this out. This was a 4th and 1, right? This was the Giants' 4th and 1. And ever since I can remember, I've been popping my collar, bro. Ever since I can remember, when we getting these 4th and 1s, 3rd and 1s, the other team always push us around and they always get the first down on these short yards, bro. This was the first time in a long time, I'm clapping my hands, long time, that I've seen our D-line stand up on a 4th and short and stuff somebody. So you got Justin Hamilton here, Neville Gallimore lined up over the right guard, Randy Gregory in there, D-Law on the outside, and we just gonna stomp these people, bro. My goodness, Mike Glennon went nowhere. Mike Glennon went nowhere. And I'm trying not to overreact over this Neville Gallimore stuff, man, but do you see this character, man? We're going to win the goddamn Super Bowl, man. Come on, man. Okay, so watch this, right? I'm not going to tell you who we're watching next. I just want you to see who jumps off the damn film. I mean, they're going to ultimately make the play. But just look at who's jumping off the film right now. Look at this missile. Look at this missile. Partially, what made Malik Hooker so special in Ohio State, well, you know, one, it was his ability to be deep, rangy guy, to go get interceptions and things like that, you know, to be cover guy. But he was considered to be a top 10 pick because he got busy in the run game also. He came down. He got hurt sometimes just because he was, you know, willing to come down and thump the hell out of people, right? And yo, you can never have too many of them dudes on the field, man. I know we're just slowly but surely trying to figure out what the hell we're gonna do about free safety next year and not panic, because I mean, you would like all these guys back. I mean, you would like to, you know, have that rotation of 4 guys that you feel really good about, but realistically, you're not gonna be able to bring those dudes back. If I could have anything for Christmas, it'll be like Malik and Curse or something, you know what I mean? If I could just have those dudes, and then we'll just draft. And look, this is what I love. Look at this. This is what I love. Can I get this cartel view? Look, this is what I love. You got Malik in the back, right? Malik comes up and make a play. Look at your leadership. Look at your leadership. Malik comes up and make a play. Look at 27 J-Ron Curse. Look at 27 J-Ron Curse, ready to hype his man up. You should have seen it from the other angle. Hold on. Let me see the other angle right here. Malik comes down, make the play. J-Ron Curse comes. You see him waving his finger at him. You're moving with your uncle and auntie in Bel Air. Look at him. Look at him waving his finger at this guy. Look at him hyping this guy up. You move with your uncle. Come on, man. My goodness, bro. You got to love the energy of this thing, bro. You got to love how this is going right now. You can get on Twitter and complain all you want. I'm enjoying this defense, man. Look, the offense ain't perfect, but that was your defense playing. Your defense playing like it is, right? I know there's a lot of people that's going to ask, well, Voch, do you think that we can sustain this versus good teams? Why can't we? Because we've really been a top defense all year. We just didn't get elite until, just be careful with the word elite, but we've been a good defense all year, right? We just didn't become this thing until we got all of our guys back. I think having D-Law, Neville, Randy, having those guys back, I think that means something in the grand scheme of this thing, right? Don't that mean something at the end of the day? So yeah, you know, we did good things versus Kansas City without them. We did good things versus Tampa Bay without them, you know? Versus the Chargers without them, you know, these good offenses that we're going up against, right? Falcons. So then you add these guys. I can't wait to play against the Cardinals, because that's going to be the real test. The Cardinal game is really going to tell us, you know, where we're at in terms of, you know, good offenses versus us or whatever. I don't know, man. We'll see what happened on this play. Let me just take a look here. I got it written down. I got the timestamp written down. Malik interception. All right, cool. Got you. Yeah, man. Be in the right place at the right time, you know? And I like this formation. I talked about it on my Patreon film session. If y'all want to watch every single play, offense and defense, I broke it down on Patreon this morning, patreon.com/vochlombardi. The link's in the description once again. In the Sounds of the Sideline that just came out a couple hours ago, they call this like the Dino package or something like that. What that means is like they're in a 3 safety look. So they're going to run Malik and KZ as your deep guys, and J-Ron Curse is going to be more of the down guy. So that might be big nickel or something like that. I don't know. We'll have to, you know, keep checking up on that. But Cowboys, Cowboy fans, we've gone from no free safety that we feel good about to a safety that's better than what we had, and a safety that we like a lot. KZ and Malik Hooker as 2 deep safeties is nothing to sneeze at. You understand? Y'all better get right, man. Y'all better get right. And this offense will slowly but surely get things back going, because first of all, Big Connor's back back on the saddle. Work off. Big Connor back at work, so the run game is getting back going. It's just gonna take us a little more time to get that thing going, but once it gets going, my word, you got Trey Diggs in the slot up top covering Gallimore, Galladay, covering Galladay. I don't know what made the Giants think that it was a good idea, you know, first of all, thinking that Galladay was some kind of game breaker, but then like to talk shit for it or whatever. I don't know. Trey Diggs followed Galladay around. Galladay didn't do much of nothing yesterday. And this was dope from Trey Diggs, right? Because we see the type of coverage that Trey is in. We see Trey baiting Mike Glennon right now. We see Trey in man coverage, and he's giving Mike Glennon a little bit of space. We see Trey looking at Mike Glennon and not looking at the receiver. We see Trey not caring where Galladay is. He's only concerned about the football. And we see Trey get up and get the interception. And what else we gonna do, man? What else we gonna talk about, bro? Like, what else is there to talk about, bro? Like, for real. I know it's the Giants, man, and you know y'all don't like taking credit, you know, for beating up on people that's like smaller than us. I like all the ass whoopings, right? Whether we beat somebody good or whether we beat some damn scrubs out here, we deserve all the accolades and credits. I'm gonna enjoy all of it. We're gonna talk about one more super intelligent play for Micah Parsons, then we're gonna move on, man. They're gonna do a little switch right here, man. They're gonna do a little pick and a little switch, and what they want is for Micah Parsons to play. This is a running back in motion. He's out wide, so you know they're in man coverage. What they want, and that's really a pick play. I mean, it's that's offense pass interference, whatever. But they want Micah Parsons to play on this running back so heavy that, you know, Galladay gets this free run. And to be fair, just like a couple weeks ago, Galladay had some free run, but Micah Parsons, in which I didn't see this on his Penn State film, and nobody really did. Micah Parsons had the intelligence to read that in front of him, turn. We see 19 bailing out, flip your hips, and then he has the athleticism to get there. Then he has the coverage awareness to get his head around so it's not pass interference. I don't know what to tell y'all. I don't know what the hell to do. What else is there to do? Cry me a river, dog. Cry me. Like, bro. Like, listen, man. Y'all better enjoy this. And when the offense gets right, man, it's only going to be a matter of time, man. So, you know what I'm saying? Just if you a miserable Cowboy fan, first of all, you're running out of time. Second of all, if you're a miserable Cowboy fan, don't celebrate with me when we make it to the promised land. But third of all, don't ruin the fun for Cowboy fans that's actually enjoying this. You know what I'm saying? Because this thing, I feel like the 2021 season is going to be something that we're going to talk about for a long time in our lives as a Cowboy fan. There's a lot of people that's around my age. You know, there's a lot of people that saw Super Bowls in the 70s and saw the Super Bowls in the 90s, but it's a lot of people like me that was born in the 90s that didn't see the 90s run. You hang tight, goddammit. We're going to be all right. With that being said, I wanted to make this film session a little bit longer. There's normally 2 film sessions throughout the week, but I'm on vacation, man. The key word in vacation is to vacate. We kind of do the same thing around the holiday season every year, so this ain't nothing new for real. You know, I'm just with my family, you know. Y'all should be with y'all, you know what I mean? But love y'all. I will be going live for the Washington game the day after Christmas. So, you know, just I'll be back then. I'll be off vacation then. You know, till then, y'all hold down for the Doski Woski and the Peasky Whiskey, man. Enjoy your people, love your people. Peace, man.